What's up, guys? I just want to talk about um, victim mentality. I suffered from it a lot, especially when I was getting ready to get out. One time, just background, I had some issues getting out, and I was deemed unfit for military service anymore, so I was medically retired. A lot of other stuff going on, and then I just started playing the woe is me card. Not even intentionally doing it, but all of a sudden I got to be where I was not fun to be around. Uh, my friends stopped hanging out with me a lot. I actually had a buddy of mine help me redo the drywall in my house. Finally, one day he's like, "Hey, dude, one of three things are going to happen. You're either going to shut up and you and I are going to finish redoing this drywall, or you're going to leave and I'm going to redo the drywall, or I'm going to leave and you can do it yourself." And I was like, ooh, I don't want to do those two where somebody has to do it all by themselves. So I was like, what do you mean, shut up? And he told me, look, man, I get it. You've been dealt some cards that are not favorable, but you gotta stop. It is so depressing to be around you, and I can't stand listening to it anymore. Like, look at you. Look at what you're doing. Listen to how you talk. It's so hard to be around you. And I was like, man, I'm sorry. And he goes, no, I don't want to hear sorry. I just want to see action. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll shut the hell up. And I did. And he helped me with the rest of my stuff that day. But that was one step, and a long time ago. Kind of made me really realize that we as veterans, man, we play that victim card a lot. I mean, not just veterans, but veteran community, like, we're the world's worst. I'm right there, you know. I didn't like the cards that were dealt to me, so all I did was sit there and complain about my problem. And that is what I'm really wanting to talk about. So, victim mentality, we complain about our problem or whatever it is, and that's all we do. We see the problem and we just stare at it. And guess what? A problem is going to stay a problem. Problem's not going to fix itself. If you identify the problem, then you have to start making changes to that. You have to come up with a plan. So you address it, you identify it, you address it, and then you start planning around it. Like, how do I affect change? And then not only do you plan, you start executing those plans. And guess what? If it doesn't work out and it fails, it's okay. Don't give up. Because anybody that has been successful, more than likely they failed. They just never gave up. They just kept going until they became successful once again. Had a lot of stuff go on. Very scared in my life about how things were not working out the way I thought they were going to through retirement. Financially, emotionally, physically. And then finally one day, for the big part that really started boosting me, was I woke up when I was 38 years old, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, what did you let yourself do? I was 275-ish pounds, and I decided that I wanted to be fit by 40. Well, I started slowly, changing my diet. I started going to the gym more often, and I started working on me. And then when I turned 40, I was 220 pounds. I feel better now than what I have in years because I identified the problem and I knew that it wasn't going to change itself. I couldn't just lose weight and get into shape and be happy with myself, the way my clothes fit, the way I looked in the mirror. not being out of breath, walking to my refrigerator, or sitting in my truck and recording a video and then going back and like listening to it, and I can hear myself breathing like heavily. I was like, man, I gotta stop doing whatever I'm doing and actually start doing something to help me. So I identified the problem, and then I started taking action. And instead of saying, oh, well, I can't get there, you don't know how hard it is, anything worth doing and having is usually hard. In the end, the long run, I got to where I wanted to be because I put forth the effort. And then I had to think once again, it's like, hey, dude, you've done hard shit before. You can do it again. Stop letting all these little things affect you. Stop playing a victim. So that's the big thing, guys. Don't be a victim. When you see the problem, or you have to be willing to say that you have a problem, like, I have a problem. I need to fix it. I need help, or I need a change. I need to make a change. And then, so you address that problem, and then you make a plan, and then you action the plan, and you continue going until you get to where you want to be. But tomorrow, I'm going to be better than what I am today. And then when I'm 41, I want to be better than what I was at 40. And then when I'm 60, I want to be better than what I was at 40. Because I don't want to just give up on myself. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to sit there and be like, must be nice to still be that age and still be able to do that stuff. Screw that. I want to be able to outwork the people that are younger than me. That's what I want. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim of your age. Don't be a victim of your weight. Don't be a victim of your finances, your addiction, any of that type of stuff. Don't sit there and play a victim attitude because nobody wants to hear it. Make a change. Put forth the effort. It is all on you. That's the biggest thing. You have to put forth the effort to make a change in your life. You can't expect somebody else to just hand feed it to you.